I just got through telling the person, I said, man, it smells good in the kitchen and that. You know what I'm saying? When you used to, hold on, let's see here. Well, I got to keep it like this since I didn't start it. But anyway, when you've been in the cooking game for a while, you can pretty much, before you see the food, you can smell it and tell what type of food it is. For the most part, you can. You know what I mean? Because you be like, man, that shit smell like cabbage. Or, like today, I came when I was in the room up in that. I said, that smells good. Whatever the hell that is. I said, it sounds like smell like vegetables. Some like mixed vegetables. And when I went into the living room, sure in the hell enough, it was mixed vegetables. Like, damn. I said, I knew I was right then, because see, when you've been in the cooking game and you know what you're doing when you're cooking, because I can know how to season food and cook it. That's the way we are up here in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? When we get down like that, we know the season. We know how to just let it sit and marinate, soak, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's seasoned good. Cook it on a low fire and all that stuff. And cook it for a long while, but how long you need to cook it in order for it to be fully like the stuff to be, the meat to be tender, or the beans or whatever to be tender, or whatever it is that we cooking. If we got some meat on the grill or something like that, we know we'll leave it there long enough, and we let it let it cook at a certain pace. You know what I mean? Until that the heat cook it all the way through. You see what I'm saying? And it's just a certain smell of it gonna let you know when it's done and when it's been in the heat long, been on the stove or the grill long enough. It's just a certain smell it's gonna have. You see what I'm saying? Without you even looking at it, it's gonna tell if it's gonna have a certain smell to let you know if you left it in there a little bit too long. And I be so and so, yes. Like a cornbread or anything you cooking or something. Like if I can bake a cornbread or a cake the day of tomorrow or something like that. Like, no, I need to hear we're gonna take this up out of there. And you can tell when you left it in there a little long, because it's gonna have a little smell. It's gonna smell like a coffee, a little bit of the cake smell, and it's gonna have a little bit of like a coffee smell. Let you know you kept it in there a little bit too long. You see what I'm saying? And when you look at it, you're gonna know by the rising at the top of it that it's actually baked all the way through, or it kind of over baked, because it's gonna be a little darker. You see what I'm saying? Like, I left it in there a little bit too long, because on the sides of it, it's gonna be kind of hard. The bread at the top gonna be kind of hard, but it's gonna still be soft in the middle. And that's how you can tell if you kind of left it in there a little bit too long. But if it's real, if it's like light dark brown, and it's got it's a certain smell it's gonna have to let you know it's time to take that up out of there. Or you left it in there too long, you better get it up out of there, or that heat gonna fuck it up, cause it don't mind. So that's the key word to cooking, the knowing the smell of it, and you can smell it and tell if it ain't all the way done. You can pretty much just smell it. You can tell if you over left it in there too long, just by the smell of it, or just by the time. It's just something about the time gonna click within your mind. Nah, I better get it up out of here. Like, nah, my gut telling me to go take it out. And come to find out, you go in there and you take it out like, oh, damn, I was right. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're used to cooking, you know the time and routine of it, you're going to know. Just like cooking oxtails, just like cooking fish, potato salad, cake, or whatever kind of cake you trying to make, or whatever, you're going to know. Just like if I leave here like right now, you know how your family know family, right? It's just like if I leave here and I go somewhere, they gonna know a certain amount of hours that, nah, he should have been home. Something ain't right. Now, if you come back at that certain time, they used to you coming back at a certain time, and they can almost tell and time you when a certain time when you gonna come in. Like, nah, he ain't never stayed out at no 12 and 1 o'clock, so he gotta be somewhere else. Something ain't right. You see what I'm saying? Because when they used to your pattern, they know what you eat, they know what time you eat, they know when you make video. Just like my family, they know when I make videos. They just about can smell and sense probably when I'm gonna make a video, because I do it all the time. You see what I'm saying? Like my brother, maybe my sister, and some of my cousins, they know that I make videos. They not around me every day, but they know usually this is my routine, because this is what they know me for. You see what I'm saying? They know me for this here. So that's the same way with anything, you know. Once you know something, you know something. You know how to cook it. You know it inside and out. You know it so well. You can close your eyes and cook it. You can close your eyes and you can just about tell what your family gonna do or whatever. You know, you may not see everything they do, but you basically know their pattern, and you're gonna know if it's something that's inside their pattern, or you're gonna know if it's something outside of the pattern. If it's something outside the pattern, you're gonna be like, well, nah, I don't know. That's a little strange. That. Nah, they never did nothing like that. They got something around them. They got around somebody, and you know, like, oh, and you find out that, oh, okay, we learning new things because we went to this class, and you be like, oh, okay, because I don't know, I know that didn't sound like you. You see what I'm saying? In your mind, you saying, look, I know that didn't. Nah, I just knew that didn't add up. There, you see what I'm saying? Just like if I go out, like my family, they used to be making videos and being online. If somebody come and tell them that so-and-so robbed the bank, this and that and third, they not going to be able to accept that because they'll know, wait a minute, this doesn't sound, no, that's not his routine. You see what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example. Nah, that's not his normal pattern. Something ain't right about this. Somebody gave him something. Somebody put something in his drink. Somebody did something. This is not the Clarence that we know. This is not the Peter that we know, whatever. You know what I mean? So, like, no, because he wouldn't do nothing and then not put himself on camera. You see what I'm saying? He ain't going to do nothing bad and then put himself on camera before the whole world and let the whole world see what he's doing and da. Nah, that don't sound like my son. No, because that's not even his normal, natural talk. You know what I mean? And I'm just showing you the difference between people when you know something. When you have it down packed, when you know the pattern of it. You see what I'm saying? Why you think all these so-called white man, the Esau, the devil, the Bible speaks of, why do you think that he can come up and he can say things like, they come to your family, what was his life growing up? They'll take note and write stuff down as they write in the report. What was he known for? Did you see him acting any way strange or this and that and the third? Did you see? This is what they'll do. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I was also talking to a person. I know I'm adding shit in with the video or whatever. But a lot of people say, well, you got to obey the laws of the land everywhere. Everywhere got laws. When you try to explain to them about slavery, I said, all the laws, it's nothing good about those laws. That's slavery. You see what I'm saying? That's slavery. Anytime you still got to pay for something, anytime you live in a world, you still got to pay taxes. You still got to pay for everything, and then you got to turn around and pay taxes on it. That's slavery. Anytime you got it, you can't leave a house except you got to have insurance on that car, and I never owned a car before. That's slavery. Anytime you got to pay, if you don't go, let your service be not outdated, your insurance outdated, your stick on your car outdated, your license plate outdated. I guarantee you, Esau, the white man, they gonna stop you. They ain't gonna sit up there and let a so-called black person, or a so-called black man, or black woman slide with that shit. What do you call that? That's slavery, because you still in a world to where you're subject to payments. I guarantee you, y'all talking all that stuff like that, but get on the highway with no insurance. You know what they gonna say? Oh, that's the law. That's slavery. Ain't no way you can get around it. Somehow or another, they think because they're saying, oh, that's the law, this and that and the third. The laws of the land, they stole them from our book. They use it against us and use it for them. They benefiting off of it. When they pull you over and give you a ticket for not having license, insurance, and this and that, and this and that and the third, we not benefiting off of that. They benefiting off. It's putting more money in their pocket and making them richer. That's what it's doing. Yeah, it's making them richer. So what is that? That's slavery to you, and white privilege for them. It's slavery for us, but it's white privileges for them. That's it. Nobody wants to hear it like that, but it's true. It's slavery for us, but it's benefiting them. They benefit off of the system. Tell me it ain't. It's slavery for us, but it's beneficial for them. They benefit off of it in a good way. I'll be back.